Hello everyone, welcome to the Dog Pen, your place for Bulldogs fans to talk all things Canterbury-Bankstown. Today's topic is your Eels match reaction for today's game, Monday game, public holiday. A good day up until the game. I mean, there's a lot to go over. We got the win in the end, but it was far from perfect, far from a good performance. I think we got lucky. Um, there's a lot of things to go off. To go over. Sorry. Ultimately, we got the win. That's all that does matter. But that performance, there's no positives you can really take from the performance at all. There's nothing from that game that tells me that we're any closer to top eight. If anything, we're probably further away. Yes, we got the win, but I mean that the performance was 50 minutes. For the first 15 minutes of that game, we dominated. We had all the ball. We had all the possession, all the ball. We dominated the game. And I know we end up scoring the two tries in the second half. But the first half, 40 minutes, we were on top of that game. And we nearly went into the break 4-0, 6-0 down. And maybe we should have been. A controversial call with that try being taken off. I don't know whether it should have stood or not, but four, we should have been 6-0 down at half time. Eels was terrible in that game. Terrible. I'm in disbelief. I'm sorry. I'm in disbelief with how bad we were. Look, ultimately, we did get the win. As I said, that is the thing that matters. But when you look at um, when you look at the performance, I mean, I literally just got a message from my mate that's an Eels fan, and it said Bulldogs have played the worst they have in a while, and I agree. I know we ended up winning, but I actually think that was our worst performance of the season. The Eels were terrible. Eels were absolutely shocking, and it took a penalty kick for us to win that game. It took us about what 45 minutes or whatever it was to get on the score sheet. I think it was 48 minutes to get on the score sheet. Eels maybe should have been up just before half time. We scored the two tries, good tries by Tupanua and Crichton. But and then Eels go and score those two tries. I can't tell you how angry I was when that second try was put down by the Eels. That defence on both of those tries was absolutely terrible. I mean, Tuwala, what was he doing on the first try? Rushing out the line. Then the second try, Tracy rushing out the line. Absolutely terrible. Our defence in this game was, on those two tries, we didn't have much to do in defence, but on those two tries was fucking terrible. Absolutely shocking. I just can't believe we had to get that penalty kick to win the game. I just don't. Well, we got the win, but there's so many problems in that game. I mean, I've got a lot of points written down here in front of me. Um, Obviously, Hayes got that hip injury in the first half. I thought he was going to be gone. Luckily, he ended up coming back. It's just a minor thing. He ended up playing, so I think it's all good. Um, Crichton being in the lineup, he didn't end up getting injured during the game, so I think it's all good. Um, I was worried that he wasn't fully fit to play, but he seemed alright in that game, so there's no problems with that. The only thing I'll quickly say about Crichton, I think fans might go at him for in the first I think it was probably 15 minutes of the game. Galvin played a terrible pass out to the wing that ended up going out, and Crichton won the ball, and he had a go at Galvin. I think there's going to be a lot of Bulldogs fans that will have a go at him, will be angry with that. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but I mean, not everything has to go through you, Crichton. I mean, Galvin is our 7. Galvin is meant to be the main playmaker. Serrado has made him the main playmaker. whether we like it or not, he is. So having a go at him for that, I don't know, whatever. Um, I don't have a massive problem with it, but I have a feeling there's going to be a bit of backlash with that from Bulldogs fans. Maybe not anymore because there's a lot more to talk about from that game than fucking Crichton having to go at one of our players. I mean, there's so many things wrong with that game. Um, but I want to quickly touch on that first, on the try that Eels scored that was disallowed. I don't know. I don't know. It was very. He did have possession of the ball for like half a second. In fast motion, you watch it fast, he had it for half a second. I don't even know if he had full control of it. I think we got lucky there. I think we got lucky not to have been 6-0 down at half time. Um, Eels had possession for about 10-15 minutes after we scored the second try. They had all the ball for about 10-15 minutes and they scored 2 tries from it. We had all the possession for probably 60 minutes in that game. Most of that game, we had all the ball. They scored 2 tries from about 15-20 minutes of possession. We had 60 minutes and we scored the same amount of tries. If you didn't watch my last video, the first video I ever posted on the channel was yesterday. I I was talking about what is our biggest problem. I said our attack. Now, our defense is crap as well, but our attack has been really exposed this season because our defense has fallen off. And I think our defense, maybe it should be talking about a bit more, but focusing on the attack. I mean, all the issues I talked about yesterday were here yet today. I mean, Galvin, he just makes the same plays over and over. It's predictable. I can predict what he's going to do before he does it. If I can do that, then the Eels defence most definitely can, and any defence for that matter. It's always a chip over the top for him to chase or someone else to chase. A grubber through. He rarely ever switches it up. And now, that game he tried a couple of times to throw it out wide, a cut-out pass, and didn't work either time. But he had another bad game. And again, I just think he did most of the kicking. I think Burnham might have had 1 or 2 kicks in that game. Maybe 3. Why is Galvin taking all our kicks? Why? Burton is the best kicker in the game. I'll argue that with anyone. I genuinely think he's the best kicker in the entire NFL. And he's not getting the kicks. The kick that he had, the spiral bomb in the first half, why are we not letting him? This is why he should be taking the kicks. That angers me to pieces. We've got the best kicker in the league not taking kicks behind the 20-year-old that does the same plays all the time. It's not Galvin's fault, it's Serraldo. I put this on Serraldo. Why the fuck are you allowing Galvin to take all the kicks off the best kicker, one of the best kickers in the league? It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I want to talk about next week. I plan on having a player rating system, so I'll have a rating for each player, how they played during the game. I'll go over that a bit more next week, but I'm not gonna. I didn't have it ready for this week, but I want to quickly go over a couple of performances. I mean, the player ratings would have been very low for this week because, as I said, I think this is one of our worst performances of the season. It was terrible. A couple players that I was really not happy with. Tawala. I mean, I've never really rated Tawala this season, but this game he was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. That try saver that he did on Adokar, I think he got lucky. I just think he stuck his hand out and hoped for the best, and it ended up working. But I mean, every time he got kicked to, Galvin would try a kick over to him, and he jumped too early, or he missed. He was so bad in that game. on the wing. He was so bad. I don't know why he didn't have Vinakama. He didn't bring Vinakama on. I would start Vinakama over him any day. Any day. I'm sorry. I think Vinakama is a much better player. I know he's young. He does make a couple of mistakes, but I think Vinakama is a better player. I think he should be starting. Um, Also, I thought Chevy had a bad game as well. Um, Made a couple of mistakes. He didn't have a great game. Just a little positive from that game. I thought Bailey Hayward. I've been very critical of him. Not in the sense that I think he's a bad player, but I just think he's not very expansive. He doesn't really test defenses. He picks up the ball from dummy half and passes. That's all he does. This game I thought he was a little bit better, making runs with like actually stepping up with the ball this game, getting a few meters in from that. I was happy with that. I want him to keep going with that because I never understood last season when we had Marnie on the bench for Hayward. I that pissed me off a lot. Um, because I think Marnie was a much better nine, and Hayward, again, he's not bad. He doesn't make any mistakes, but he doesn't do anything special. He doesn't really make any plays. I want him to make more plays, and he did it a little bit more this game. Not in sense of making plays, but he ran with the ball a little bit more. Just a tiny positive from the game. I mean, there's not many you can take. We got the win in the end. Ultimately, you can't be too angry. We did get the win, but it's a very concerning performance. I don't think we're any closer to the top eight. Apart, like obviously on the ladder, factually we are, but I don't think we're any closer to being a top eight side than we were last week. If anything, I think we looked more like what I was saying yesterday. I said yesterday, and it's a hot take, and people might call me negative, whatever. I think we are closer to a wooden spoon side than we are a top eight side. That performance today solidified that even more. I don't think we're getting top eight. Um, I know some fans will call you negative if you say that. I don't give a shit. Call me negative all you want. I don't take I don't take many positives from the game apart from the fact that we actually won. But we got so lucky. Again, I think Eels maybe shouldn't have had that try disallowed. Um, we were terrible, and we got lucky. Really, we got lucky that we played such a bad team. I mean, 50 minutes, we only scored 2 tries. And one of those tries came from Eels letting the ball go out off the kickoff. Like, we got so lucky to win that. I don't take many positives from that game at all. At least we got the 2 points. We move on to next week. We got things to improve. We really do. Serrato's got some explaining to do as well. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What are your thoughts about that game? Am I being too negative for being, not being that happy that we've won? Like, I am happy that we won, but I'm more, I don't know, I just don't think there's nothing that came from that game that tells me that we're a good side at all. It's a very worrying season. Yeah, we're 13th, 12 points from 13 games, minus 97 point difference as well. Uh, things need to change, and nothing is changing, is it? I mean, I've said it. Nothing is changing. Nothing is changing. Anyway, again, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly Bulldogs content. We'll be doing more videos like we did yesterday, like topic debate videos. We'll be doing match reactions and match previews for every game. Get in the comments, let me know. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace.